So I really picked the wrong time of year to start walking and talking. It is cold and windy out here right now. Sorry if you can't see me too well. I'm walking against the sun, so I'm in shadow, I think, but this is the direction that I'm walking right now. So I'll turn around here eventually. Maybe then you can see me a little bit better. Although then I'll be walking into the sun and I'll probably be squinting really bad. So we'll see how that goes we'll cross that road when we get to it, as they say. So I posted a video probably a week or two ago about how I don't have close friends. And I was thinking more about that. And one, I want to thank everybody for, in the comments, both in the comments and in real life, those of you who know me in person, for being a good friend to me. I certainly don't want to discount any of the friends that I do have. And those of you who really stepped up and, invited me out to lunch, you know who you are. And I really appreciate you guys. I really, really do. But I was thinking more about it in terms of why I feel like I don't have close friends. And I think at least part of it is that I haven't sought oftentimes to be a good friend. And I think that a lot of times when we look at the people around us, we expect more of them than sometimes we're willing to put into the relationship. And we can't expect to have great close friends if we're not being a good close friend to others. And this is something that I've talked with my counselor about way back when, just in that I'm the kind of person that I have lots of good acquaintances, but oftentimes my relationships with others are very surface level. And, we say hi to each other, we're cordial, we can certainly be nice to each other in person and those kinds of things. And so I have a lot of good acquaintances, a lot of good friends, just not really many close friends. And like I said, I think that at least in part is due to the fact that I haven't been a good close friend to others. So what do I mean by that? One, when it comes down to, seeing each other in person, we shake hands, we smile, but they're really short interactions oftentimes. And it doesn't oftentimes go much beyond a very surface level, how you doing kind of conversation. And close friends are more than that. Close friends are, let's, text each other and see how each other's doing, not just, once or twice a week, but close friends do that more often. At least this is how I'm imagining close friends to be. Like I said, I've never had very many close friends really in all of my life. I remember back in high school, I'd have one close friend at a time, if that. And before high school as well, a lot of times I had one close friend. And we'd play video games, things boys do. We'd play sports, we'd be in the band together. But beyond high school, well, I take that back. In college, college is the time where I had the most close friends. My roommates in college were great. We really hit it off. We'd do all kinds of things together, whether hanging out in our dorm room or, it sounds nerdy, but studying together. Doing the, drama. I was in drama, so we do drama together. We do extracurricular types of things together. And then one of those friends carried on throughout seminary as well. That's a preacher school. And I had a good friend there in seminary. But beyond that, like I said, I haven't been a good close friend. I haven't been the kind of person who really checks on his friends and schedules times outside of, church to really hang out and really time to build those close relationships, because a close relationship takes time. They say that you spell love L-O-V-E, not just L-O-V-E, but T-I-M-E, time, right? And a close relationship, a close friend, it takes time to build those things. And it takes time outside of, expected time. To be a close friend, I need to be not just expecting others to check on me, but I need to check on others. I need to be there for other people. And like I said, as a pastor, I seek to be there for other people, and I try to be the one who other people can count on. But sometimes that doesn't always translate into a give and take kind of relationship. Like we both do that for each other. And a lot of that's on me. A lot of that's on me to be vulnerable enough to say to other people when I need them there for me, or to call on somebody beyond the normal church hours that we operate. I don't know. So I'm just trying to get more into a habit of not just having those surface level relationships, but the deeper ones as well. The ones that take time, the ones that are more than just the hey, how you doing, smile on our face kind of relationships, but being there for each other and experiencing life together. And I don't know if you can hear me at all because of this wind. Let me know. Let me know in a comment if you can hear me. This wind is really picking up. Like I said, man, I'm probably choosing the wrong time of year to do this because it's a little chilly out here, and the wind isn't helping things at all. Yeah, but like I said, it's so important that we have those close relationships, close friends. And in order to have those, you can't just expect others to do for you what you're not doing for others. And I need to work on that myself. I need to work on checking on people, throughout the week, not just on Sunday morning. And even on Sunday morning, this is something that I talked with my counselor about. I need to be there, not just for the passing in the hallway conversations, but also the let's sit down and talk and really get at what's been going on throughout the week, and not just how was your week? Fine. How you doing? Fine. I mean, that's great for surface level, but that's not really a deep, close relationship. And that's what we need. We need those deep relationships. And not to say we don't need surface level relationships too. I think both are good. I honestly think both are very, very healthy. If all of our relationships were deep and close, we wouldn't have the time to put into each of those relationships to make them that deep and close. It's good to have the surface level relationships as well. I'm going to turn around now. Start heading back home because it is getting cold. It's good to have those surface level relationships as well. One, because we don't have enough space in our inner circle for all the relationships. But two, people oftentimes come and go out of our lives, and when there's a vacancy in that close relationship circle for one reason or another, it's from that second circle, the more acquaintance, surface level relationship type circle, that we can pull from to make a deeper relationship with somebody else's in the vacancy, if that makes any sense. So it's good to have a range of friends all over the place in terms of how close you are to them. And oftentimes, you never really expect who's going to be the one that comes into the closer circle until you have the need for it. Like I said, I'm really appreciative of those who have taken me up on that offer of being a closer friend. I really appreciate you guys. I really do, more than you can possibly imagine. As I've said before, there's always been this thought in my mind that the reason I don't have these relationships, these closer relationships with people, is because there's something wrong with me. And I just wonder whether I push people away in my demeanor, or whether, people don't feel like I'm really approachable. I've oftentimes wondered that if I just don't seem approachable to people. So I really appreciate those. They got a car coming. Yep, we sure do. I wonder how often people think I'm weird for vlogging like this in public. I really wonder whether I'm approachable to people. I mean, I know a lot of you guys in the comments are going to say, "Oh, I think you're great approachable." Well, it's really easy when honestly, I'm alone right now. So there's nobody else around me. I'm alone. I'm talking to a camera by myself. So it's really, really easy on a YouTube channel to present yourself the way that you want to be presented. And like I said, I'm trying really hard to learn to talk out loud more and talk as I walk kind of situation. It's really easy to be perceived online different than how you're perceived in person, because the presence of a camera is there, and the lack of a presence of other people right now. There's like nobody around. So it's really easy for online to be a different persona from my everyday persona. Every day, I am introverted. I know even as a pastor, it's really easy for people in my church to not see the real me, because I'm the one speaking on Sunday morning. But in actuality, I'm introverted. I'm a quiet person. I'm I need the downtime. I need the downtime throughout the week, so that on Sunday morning I can have the energy to get up and talk, so that I can shake people's hands with a smile on my face. And I love spending time with people. Just as an introvert, I can't do that all the time. So I do cherish my time alone. I do cherish my time at home, preparing for sermons, working on these kinds of videos, editing videos, which has become a major hobby for me. I really love doing that kind of thing. Having these YouTube channels. I enjoy doing all these things, but oftentimes the times that people see me are the times that I'm in front of people, whether at church or on this YouTube channel. As I'm talking to you, it seems like we're having a conversation, and I hope that that I am talking to you, but at the same time, like I said, I'm alone. I'm alone. So, and in a way, I enjoy these walks and talks, because I do get some time to just be alone, and to walk, and to get some exercise, and to talk and speak some of these thoughts out. And it's kind of cathartic. Is that the word? Therapeutic. Maybe that's better. To be able to express some of these thoughts, and then of course hear a lot of your comments, and be encouraged that way. So, like I said, I do greatly appreciate you doing these things, and I hope that these talks are also helpful to you. I know they're helpful to me as I think through some of these things, and I've always felt that I don't know why anybody would want to listen to me or consider any of my words, because I feel like a very boring average person. There's a neighbor over there driving. Once again, I wonder what they think of me vlogging like this. They probably know I have a YouTube channel. Or if they don't know I have a YouTube channel, they'll probably ask me at some point, or ask a neighbor. I live in a small town, so these kinds of things can't be hidden for too long. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't know why anybody would consider my words. I appreciate anybody who considers these things and can relate to these things. So I just want you to know that no matter what situation you're going through, you have hope and joy, and that there are people who love you. There are people who care about your well-being. They want you to know that you're loved, that they love you. Even if it doesn't seem that way, oftentimes we get inside of our heads and think nobody really loves me, nobody cares about me, but that's simply not true. In every one of our lives, there are people who love you, care about you. Even oftentimes, people in your family that you think they don't care about me. They don't do anything to treat me nice or respect me. Sometimes it's so hard for people to express their feelings. Just like with a lot of people that I've considered friends in the past, you've kind of drifted away, that I felt like didn't really value our friendship. The thing is, we sometimes think about these things from our viewpoint and don't consider other people's viewpoints, and we think that we offended them in some way, or maybe they have a chip on their shoulder for some reason. But the truth is, our lives are so complex, and there's probably several reasons why people have drifted away from our lives for one reason or another. And the truth is, if we want to be close friends with others, we need to be those close friends to them. And whether that means forgiving them for offending us in the past, or forgiving them for drifting away, or whatever it is, oftentimes it's got to start with us. It's got to start with us making the choice of, I'm going to be a good friend. This is a biblical principle as well. The Bible says to love others just as God has loved us. And the way that God loves us isn't that we were perfect first, and then God says, look how lovely this person is. I'm going to love him because he's lovable. No, God loved us even while we were yet sinners, and he loved us in that way. He died for us. Jesus died for us. And in the same way, we're to love the people around us, even if they've offended us, even if they haven't done anything to deserve our love, we're still to love them. That goes for our family. That goes for our neighbors. It goes for just about anybody. And if we want to have those close friends, then we need to start showing people that that we want them as close friends. We need to love them first. Love them first. I hope that's helpful. I hope that's encouraging to you, that you don't have to be alone. You don't have to keep going through life thinking that you're just resigned to be alone, or resigned to not have close friends. Because I think for a while, that was my mentality. I thought I couldn't have close friends, but I'm starting to realize that we really can. Even as a pastor, I can have close friends in my church. I can have close friends outside of my church, maybe with other pastors and things, other people in our community. And that's an important part of life. But it does take work. It takes effort to say, I'm going to give up my afternoon. I'm going to go have lunch. I'm going to give up an hour or even just a few minutes to text someone, ask them how they're doing, and how you can maybe schedule something for later in the week. Right now, I'm trying to get together a poker night with some guys. That would be a blast. I would love it. I think they would have a blast too, but it does take time. It takes energy to schedule these things, and it takes intentionality to say, even if they don't reciprocate, even if they don't at first want to be there, because maybe they think they have other things going on. In order to be a good friend, in order to have good friends, I need to try to be that good friend, to invite people, to welcome people, to love people where they are, and make sure that they know that they're loved by me and that I want to pursue that relationship. I hope that helps. I just know that there's always hope. There's always joy to be had. God bless you. We'll see you again next time.